In this video, we're going to learn how to use a calculator to approximate the value of a trigonometric function. Now, a few things to keep in mind while you use your calculator to evaluate trig functions. First, make sure your calculator is in the correct mode. Look for a mode key in your calculator. And we now have two ways to represent angles, which is radians and degrees. So keep in mind that we might have to switch between the two as we go throughout this course. Now, your calculator most likely only has buttons for sine, cosine, and tangent. So in order to do secant, we know it as 1 over x. So if we want to do secant, we have to do 1 divided by cosine. That's how you represent secant in your calculator. If you want to do cosecant, it has to be 1 divided by sine, because 1 over y. And for cotangent, you could do cosine over sine for x over y, but also you can rewrite that with its reciprocal as 1 over y over x, which is 1 over tangent, which I like to use since it is shorter and simpler for me personally. You'll have to input one angle instead of two angles. So knowing all of that, let me go through a few examples on how to use your calculator to approximate the value of a trig function. We're going to round our answer to 2 decimal places whenever we plug this in, so most likely these will not be whole numbers. Now the cosine of 48 degrees, I'm going to go ahead and put cosine of 48. Now, one small issue is I did not check my mode before I started this. So if I hit enter, I'll get an answer that I might think is correct. But in reality, if I hit mode, I'll see that my calculator was still in the radian mode, even though clearly this was given to me as degrees. So I must hit enter on degree, second mode to quit, and now if I do cosine of 48 degrees, I get a much different answer. So that's the importance of keeping track of which mode you're in so you don't make those mistakes. So the answer here will be approximately 0.67. Now, if I want to do cosecant of 21 degrees, again, cosecant is 1 over y, so I'll just do 1 divided by sine of 21 degrees. And just to double check, I should be still in that degree mode, so it should be the correct answer. So 2.79. So again, just a reminder, you would input 1 over sine of 21 degrees. Plug that into your calculator, hit enter, and you should get 2.79. Again, rounded to 2 decimal places like instructed. Now I have tangent of pi over 12. Now I'm not given a degree symbol, so I can assume that this angle is in radians. So I'm going to go to my mode, go down to radian, hit enter. Now it's in radian mode. It's now fully prepared to accept anything I put in as radians. So if I put tangent pi over 12, that's right above the caret key, so second caret gives me the pi divided by 12. Hit enter, and I get approximately 0.27. Now, secant of 5 pi over 8, again, I'm going to first check it's 1 over x, so that's going to be 1 over cosine of 5 pi over 8. That's how I must enter it into my calculator in order to get this value. So 1 divided by cosine of 5 pi divided by 8. Enter, and I get negative 2.61. And that is how you use a calculator to approximate the value of trigonometric functions.